Hello everyone, a very good evening to all of you. Welcome back once again on the YouTube channel of Career Launcher. I hope all of you are in good health and your preparation, like the last round of preparation for all of you for this examination has already started. This is the last lab to catch 2024, and I welcome all of you in this session wherein we are going to have a full arithmetic revision in this next 1 hour. A very good evening to all of you. I hope I'm clearly visible and audible to all of you. So friends, Kushagra, good evening. Welcome in this session. So friends, can you all please quickly confirm if I'm clearly audible and visible to every one of you so that we can start this last lap towards CAT 2024 with full arithmetic revision in this next 1 hour. Hi Shubhra, how are you? Tulika, Amisha, Shubhra, Kushagra, Daksh, everyone welcome in this session. So obviously, you all know that this is a fact that arithmetic is one of the most important areas for the quantitative aptitude section of any of the CAT examination. Pick up any CAT from the previous years, you will find that arithmetic has always been the most important area, having the maximum weightage in this entire examination. This year also we are expecting around 9 to 10 questions from arithmetic, and further breakup. It's difficult to say that how many questions are going to come from percentages and its applications, then ratios and its applications, time and work and time, speed, distance. But we can very well say that out of these 9 or 10 questions that we are expecting from arithmetic, we may get one question from time and work, at least one question from time and work, 2 to 3 questions from time, speed, distance, and then 3 to 4 questions each from percentages and its applications, and the ratio and its applications in averages, mixtures, and allegations. Right? So all these areas are very important, and without fail, we have seen at least one questions from each of these areas in every CAT examination that has happened up till now, till CAT 2023, right? So now we are 10 days away, exactly 10 days away from CAT, and just to, I would say, maintain the momentum that all of you must have gained, we will continue with this session in which we'll be solving some questions of arithmetic, right? Now, I'll not say that in this session I'll make wonders to your preparation, but definitely this 1 hour will help you in the revision, like I mentioned that in maintaining that momentum that you have built for yourself, and it will take you through in these next days towards CAT 2024. Right? So this special series of sessions that is designed for all of you, last lap to CAT. Let's continue with this series. Now we'll have some questions in today's session. Probably 8 to 9 questions we'll be solving in the next 1 hour. And all these questions are of the level of CAT 2024. I'm not saying that all these questions are very difficult. No. And in these last few stages, why to solve difficult questions? Why to look at those questions which we are planning to leave in CAT examination? It's all about solving those moderate level of difficulty and easy questions to make sure that we are securing 95 plus percentile in every section of CAT 2024. All right. So all of you, welcome everyone. Farhan, Pranam. Okay. So you all know the drill. This session will also go in the similar manner. I'll be displaying the questions one by one, and then we'll give you 1 minute, precisely 1 or 1.5 minutes to solve every question. And I want each and every one of you to be solving these questions and post your answers in the chat box as soon as possible. Also, in these last few stages towards CAT examination, you must understand the value of accuracy, right? So you can compromise with time a little bit. You may take 10 seconds extra, but do not compromise with accuracy. Before you type in your answer, before you mark your answer, start practicing it from today onwards. Before you mark your answer, make sure that you are reading that last line of the question and finding out what is actually asked in the question, right? Okay, so these are some last minute tips and tricks that I can tell you, so that you will not do those silly mistakes, you will not do those silly errors in your CAT 2024. All right, so one important thing that will be taking care in today's session will be, before you will type in your answer, before you will post your answer in the chat box, you will always read the last line of the question and be sure about what is being asked in that question. All right. So friends, all the very best for these next few questions, which will be based on arithmetic. So let's look at question number 1. All of you, all the very best. Yes, Farhan, this session will continue, not this one, but the last lap to CAT will continue every day up till 21st or 22nd of November, right? So already some sessions have taken place. You will find them on the YouTube channel of Career Launcher, right? So you can have a look at the recording of those sessions if you have missed some of them. Okay, so the first question on your screen now. So read this question carefully and try to find out the fastest way of getting the answer. And this may involve a little bit of calculations. Try not to use calculators for that. All right, so Farhan, first one to give an answer. Option B, 81.5. Any other answer from any other student? Okay. Now you all are CAT 2024 aspirants, so you don't require in-depth explanation for most of these questions, right? Now we know that if you want to find out the average, the weighted average of the given set of data, then apart from the respective averages, the average score of class X, class Y, and class Z are given. Apart from this information, we need some more information. Then only we'll be able to find out the average of all the three classes put together. Okay. Now, this extra information can be the form of the number of students in each of these classes or the relation between them. The relation between them, that means the ratio of the number of students in X, Y, and Z. Even if we know the ratio of the number of students, we'll be able to find out the average of the three classes put together. Okay. Now, the given data is the average scores of X, Y, and Z individually, and the average score of X and Y together, average of Y and Z together. Now, using the average of X, Y, and the average of X and Y together, I'll be able to find out the number of students. No, I'll not be able to find out the number of students, but I'll be able to find out the ratio of the number of students in X and Y. Okay, now you can use the method of weighted averages, or the best method to use is allegations. Okay, so the average of X is 83 and Y, class Y, is 76, and the average of X and Y put together is 79. Now, after applying allegations, I will be able to find out the ratio of the number of students of X and Y. So you can all tell me what is the ratio of the number of students of X and Y. And then you can also write the ratio of the number of students of Y and Z before I'll calculate this. So come on, all of you can post this. So applying allegations, the difference between 79 and 76 is 3, which will be kept here. And 83 and 79, the difference is 4. Okay, so the ratio of number of students in class X and Y is 3:4. Now do minimum amount of rough work, write as much less as possible. Okay, so X and Y का number of students का ratio कितना आ गया? It is 3:4. Now for Y and Z. So average of class Y is 76, average of class Z is 85, and the average of Y and Z put together is 81. Using the same method, I'll find out the ratio of the number of students of Y and Z. So 4 will come here and 5 will come here. The ratio here is 4:5. Okay. So the ratio of the number of students in X, Y, and Z, no need to write it separately. It will be 3:4:5. Okay, right? So I have the ratio of the number of students of X, Y, and Z. Now this information, when clubbed with the information that is given in the question, will be enough to find out the average of all the 3 classes put together. So class X has 3 students. Let's say class Y has 4 and class Z has 5 students. I know the ratio. I can treat this as the number to find out the net average, right? So 83 multiplied by 3 is 249 plus 76 multiplied by 4, 280, 304 plus 85 multiplied by 5, that is 425. Now this is the sum of the marks of these students, okay, divided by 3 plus 4 plus 5. Now you can simplify this and find out the final answer, right? So like I told you that little bit of calculations are involved here, but not much of calculations, okay? So 249, 304 and 425 इनको add करो divided by 12 and that should be your final answer, okay? So 300 and 250, 550, 550 and 950, 975, 978 divided by 12. So 978 divided by 12, Kushagra, thank you. And this answer comes out to be 81.5, right? So 81.5, option B is the correct answer. Now I am not at all satisfied with the response that I've got. So I could see that only 7-8 students have given the correct answer out of more than 30 students who are right now watching this session in the live format. So guys, please don't shy away from writing these answers. Come on. You all know the drill. You all know how to solve these questions. Don't be lazy. Post your answers. It will be good for your confidence. In case you have any trouble in finding the answers, please ask me. I'll definitely guide you. Okay. So that was question number 1. Option B, 81.5 is the correct answer. Let's move on and look at the next one, question number 2. Now, question number 2 from time, speed, distance. So go for it without making any errors. Okay, so question in hand is Ram and Sham run a race between points A and B, 5 kilometers apart. Ram starts at 9 a.m. from A, speed is 5 km per hour, reaches B and returns to A. Sham, on the other hand, starts at 9:45 a.m. From the same point A, but the speed is 10 km per hour, reaches B and comes back. Okay, So they both started from A, but at different times, at different speeds. You'll have to find out the time at which they will meet each other for the first time. All right, Kushagra. Okay, so Jayavardhan has a different answer, option B, and Kushagra and Farhan, option A. And a lot of different answers. Is it a difficult question? No, not at all. Now, if I talk about the level of difficulty of this question, I would rate it as 6 on 10. Moderate question, even below moderate question, and time to be taken should be less than 2 minutes. The level at which you are sitting at, you should not be taking you should not be taking more than 2 minutes, 1.5 to 2 minutes, anywhere between this, including the time you will take to read this one out. Okay, so please guys, don't commit such errors. Option A, option B, option D. I can see 3 different options among the answers given by you. So be careful. Okay, ठीक है, चलो check करते हैं. Shall we have a look at it? Fine, let's go about it. So Ram and Sham run a race between points A and B. So point A and point B. All right. Now Ram starts at 9 a.m. from A. So Ram at 9 a.m. and the speed is 5. And Sham, on the other hand, starts at 9:45 and the speed is 10. Okay. The distance between A and B is given as 5 kilometers. Now Ram started at 9 a.m. The speed is 5 km per hour. The distance is 5 kilometers between A and B. So can I say that Ram will reach B at 10 o'clock? He can cover 5 kilometers in 1 hour at a speed of 5 km per hour. So Ram reaches B at 10 o'clock. Okay. Now let's see if Ram will meet Sham while Ram is coming back or Ram is going towards B. This is the only important thing that you need to understand. Okay. So I'll look at the position of Sham at 10 a.m. Okay. So we are clear that Ram reaches this point at 10 a.m. in 1 hour, right? So Sham, who has started at 9:45, in next 15 minutes, what will be the distance covered by him? So distance covered by Sham will be equal to 15 minutes. That means 1/4 of an hour. And at a speed of 10, he will cover 5/2, right? 5/2 kilometers. Okay. So Sham will be exactly midway between A and B. Sham will be exactly midway between A and B at 10 a.m. Okay. So I repeat this. At 10 a.m., Ram will reach point B, but Sham will be between or exactly between A and B, right? Now at 10 a.m., obviously the answer cannot be 10 a.m. They cannot meet at 10 a.m. So at 10 a.m., the distance between Ram and Sham is 5/2 kilometers. Okay. The relative speed at which they will be traveling will be towards each other. That means it will be the sum of the speeds, 5 plus 10, that is 15 km per hour. All right. So the time they will take to meet will be the distance between them divided by the relative speed, which is 15. Okay. So it will be 5/30. that is 1 upon 6 hour. 1 upon 6 hour means 10 minutes. Okay, so they will meet each other in the next 10 minutes after 10 o'clock. So the time at which they will meet will be 10 a.m. So the students who have given option B as the answer, they all are correct. So Ram and Sham will meet at 10 a.m. All right. So option B is absolutely correct. Do you all understand this? Do you all understand the mistake you have made? Come on, give me an acknowledgement, all of you. Are you clear with the mistake that you have made? All right. Good that you know the mistake. Any confusion, anything, if you want to ask, please do that. Okay, so let's move on towards the next question. Question number 3 on your screen now. Okay, now a very easy question in front of you. A milkman mixes 20 liters of water with 80 liters of milk. After selling 1/4 of this mixture, he adds water to replenish the quantity that he had sold. Replenish means to refill, bringing back to its original value. All right. So, what is the current proportion of water to milk? A very easy question, 5 on 10, and 1 minute, not more than that, to solve this question. All right, so all of you consistently giving the same answer. A milkman mixes 20 liters water with 80 liters of milk. So the amount of water and milk we have are 20 liters and 80 liters. Okay. Now 1/4 of this mixture is sold. Okay. Now if these two are mixed properly and I'll remove 1/4 of the total mixture, then you can say that 1/4 of water will come out and 1/4 of milk will come out. So 1/4 of 20 minus 5 and 1/4 of 80 minus 20. So the amount of water which is left is 15 liters and amount of milk which is left is 60 liters. When I have removed 5 liters of water and 20 liters of milk, that means 25 liters of the solution is gone. Okay. Now we will replenish the quantity that he has sold with water. So whatever quantity is removed, 25 liters is removed, we'll add 25 liters of water. So now we have a total of 40 liters of water and 60 liters of milk. The ratio here is 2:3. All right. So the correct answer is option A, that is 2:3. Okay. This one was simple, very straightforward. Let's quickly move on to the next one. A question on upstreams and downstreams. I'll not be giving you a lot of time to solve these questions. We are 10 days away from CAT. You should be doing these questions in the fastest possible manner. At his usual rowing rate, Rahul can travel 12 miles downstream in a certain river in 6 hours, less than it takes him to travel the same distance upstream. Okay. So downstream he's traveling 12 miles and upstream he's traveling the 12 miles. So obviously the time that he will take downstream will be lesser than the time that he will take upstream to travel the same distance. The difference between the times taken is 6 hours. But if he could double his usual rowing rate for this 24 miles round trip, the downstream 12 miles would then take only 1 hour less than the upstream 12 miles. So the distance has remained the same in both the cases. Okay, it's just that he has doubled his rowing rate. Okay, so what is the speed of the current? What is the speed of water that is flowing in miles per hour? Let's see who will be able to give me a correct answer for this one. Now, this one is not that easy, also slightly lengthy. There will be equations involved here. Okay, so I would say that the level of difficulty is 7 on 10. Time to be taken somewhere around 2 to 3 minutes, depending upon how comfortable you are in time, speed, distance, upstreams and downstreams. Take your time. I'm giving you 3 to 4 minutes for this one. All right, 1 more minute and then we'll start with the solution. Okay, 1 more minute. Don't be afraid in making these equations. No, nothing, no answers. Okay, so I'll make very basic equations. So I've got one answer from a student. Okay, now this is the case of upstreams and downstreams. So normally what we do is we start by assuming the speed of boat in still water and the speed of stream. So I'll assume these things as x and y respectively. You don't have to write the statements. So speed of boat in still water, let's say it is x, and speed of stream is y. Now downstream time is less than the upstream time by 6 hours. So time taken upstream minus time taken downstream will be equal to 6 hours. Okay. Now distance is 12 miles. So let's say the speeds are also in miles per hour. So 12 upon speed upstream, distance upon speed upstream. Okay, speed upstream is x minus y minus 12 upon speed downstream will be x plus y is equal to 6. I can take 6 common, 6 cancel out from both the sides. So 2 upon x minus y minus 2 upon x plus y is equal to 1. and take LCM on the left hand side and then do cross multiplications. So 2x plus 2y minus 2x plus 2y. So it will be 4y is equal to x square minus y square is the equation, is the first equation that I've got. 4y is equal to x square minus y square. Done? Okay. Now let's leave this behind and try and make the second equation. Now in the second case, he doubled his rowing speed. So that means now the speed of boat in still water will be doubled. It will be 2x, and the speed of stream will be same. It will be y. Okay. So now this difference is reduced to 1 r. So that means 12 upon x minus y, 12 upon 2x minus y. Okay. 2x is the speed of boat in still water, minus 12 upon 2x plus y is equal to 1. Okay. Now taking LCM on the left hand side, I will have 24x minus 24x. It will be cancelled. 12y plus 12y, that is 24y is equal to 4x square minus y square. This is the second equation, right? I can calculate the value of y from both these cases. So this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. From equation number 1, value of y is x square minus y square upon 4. And from the second one, the value of y is 4x square minus y square upon 24. I've equated the value of y from both the cases and we'll get the relation between x and y. So 6x square minus 4x square, that is 2x square, is equal to 2x square is equal to 6 minus 1, 5y square. So x square upon y square is equal to 5 upon 2. This is what I have got. Or x square is equal to 5 by 2 y square. Okay. Now I'll put the value of x square in this first equation. I'll write it here. So 4y is equal to x square is 5 by 2 y square and then minus y square. Fine. So 4y is equal to 3 by 2 y square. Y will get cancelled out. So the value of y comes out to be 8 upon 3. Right? Once we have the value of y, we can also find out the value of x here. Now, what do we have to calculate? Let's stop and think. What is the speed of current in miles per hour? Speed of current, that means speed of river, that means the value of y. So we had to calculate the value of y. So the value of y is 8 upon 3 and that is option D. So option D, correctly given by Kushagra and Ishika. Okay, so two of the students have given the correct answer out of 40 plus students who are right now in the session. Wonderful. So good, Kushagra and Ishika, and other students who have been trying to solve this one. I hope you understand the technique of solving. Making the equations is not a difficult part, but solving technique should also be there. Okay, so lots of us will be able to make this equation, but very few of us, handful of us, will be able to reach to the final answer. Look at the way I have solved it. I have written almost every step. You can also eliminate some of them and reach to this answer a little faster. Okay, so that was question number 4. The correct answer is 8 upon 3 miles per hour, option D. Let's move on and look at question number 5. Now, question number 5, a very, very easy question. It's just that you will have to be slightly more careful while calculating the answer. It's just a little calculations that are involved, no logic behind this. Very basic question. So because of the length of the question, I would rate it as a 6 on 10. Time to be taken 2.5 minutes. Come on, people, don't give up. Just get involved in solving these questions. All right. Vishesh and Kushagra, two students. So 180 minutes and 135 minutes. I want the minimum time duration required for producing 9,000 pairs of nuts and bolts. Minimum. So please focus on this word minimum, right? All right, Kushagra, you also have changed your answer. Ayush, D. So a lot of you are saying option D is the correct answer. Okay. Now, Ishika, on the other hand, goes with option C. All right. 30 seconds more, and then we'll start with the discussion. 30 seconds. Okay. Okay, Vishesh. It seems you also is convinced with option C. Joy. Okay, last few seconds to finalize your answers. Come on, quickly. So we are stuck between these two options. Okay. Now things will be very clear as soon as I'm done producing the nuts. You will understand this. Now I want 9,000 nuts and 9,000 bolts. The machine that produces nuts, 100 nuts per minute, and after every 1,000 nuts, it will take a 5-minute break. So 100 nuts per minute, 1,000 nuts will be made in 10 minutes, and after which it will take a 5-minute break, right? Okay, so 10 minutes, 1,000 nuts are done, and then 5 minutes break. Okay, now just think of one thing carefully, huh? After the machine is done producing 9,000 nuts, will I count these 5 minutes of break? No, we will not count 5 minutes of break. Okay, so to produce 9,000 nuts, the machine will run 9 times. So it will take 9 into 10 minutes, this much of time for the production. And the resting time will be only 8 times, not the 9 times. So the total time it will take to create or produce nuts will be 90 plus 40, that is 130 minutes. Okay, so after 130 minutes, all the nuts will be produced. So it's simple that once the work is done, we will not count the resting time. Okay, cleaning time, cleaning ki zarurat hi nahi hai na once the job is done. Okay, so why do you need to clean it? We'll not count those last 5 minutes of cleaning time, and hence, with the same logic, we'll not count those 10 minutes of cleaning time once the job is done. Be careful with this. Now, for bolts, 75 minutes, 75 bolts per minute is the rate. And after every 1500 bolts, it will require a cleaning time for 10 minutes. So 75 bolts per minute, 1500 bolts will be produced in 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, it will take a rest of 10 minutes, right? Now 1500, 1500, 1500, it will take it will take 6 cycles of the production of bolts. Okay, so for the production it will be 6 multiplied by 20, but the cleaning time will be counted 5 times. Okay, so the time required will be 120 plus 50, that is 170 minutes, right? So I hope all of you are convinced that the correct answer for this question will not be 180, but the correct answer will be 170 minutes. Okay, so be careful, yaar. You all are CAT 24 aspirants. Please don't act like the aspirants of CAT 2025 who have just started their preparation. Okay, so don't act like those students. So the correct answer here is option C, 170 minutes. Moving on, next question on your screen. I want an answer for this one in less than 30 seconds. Come on, quickly give me an answer for this. Yes, people, what will be your answer? Two boats traveling at 5 and 10 km per hour headed directly towards each other. They begin at a distance of 20 kilometers from each other. How far apart are they? 1 minute before they collide. Now they are moving towards each other. Relative speed will be 15 kilometers per hour. Right? Now I want the distance between them 1 minute before they collide. So the distance that these two boats will travel in 1 minute will be the distance between them 1 minute before they collide. I'll repeat, the distance that these two boats will travel together in 1 minute will be the distance between them 1 minute before collision. All right. So this distance will be equal to the speed, which is the relative speed, multiplied by the time that they are taking. 1 minute is 1 upon 60 hours. So 15 multiplied by 1 upon 60, that is 1 upon 4 kilometers. 1 upon 4 kilometers. That is option C is the correct answer. All right. This one was pretty easy. And this is the actual question of CAT. You must be surprised to know that this is the actual question of CAT word to word. Moving on, question number 7. Question number 7, a slightly lengthy question. A question of moderate level of difficulty, I would say 7 on 10. And time to be taken somewhere around 2.5 minutes should be enough for this one. Now, if this is your favorite topic, you can also do it in 1.5 to 2 minutes. So, Nitro, Kushagra, Meghadri, all of you have given same answer. Nice, good. Anyone else? Nida, Ishika, Harshal, Shaubik, Nitya, Joy, Ayush. Come on, give me an answer. All right, Anurag, Shashank. All right, चलिए start करते हैं. Enough of time. Now the distance between them is 72. They are starting at the same time towards each other. So we'll have to make them meet. One person is traveling uniformly at a rate of 4 kilometer per hour. Another one in the first hour traveled 2. In the second hour traveled 2.5, then 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, and so on. So I can say that in the first hour, the distance covered by these two together will be 4, which is the speed of the first person, plus 2, which is the speed of second person. It is 6 kilometers, right? Now in the second hour, it will be 4 plus 2.5, that is 6.5. And every hour, the distance that they are traveling will increase by 0.5. Okay, so 6 is the distance that both of them will cover together in the first hour, then 6.5 in the second hour, 7 in the third hour, 7.5 in the fourth hour, then and so on. And how many terms should I write so that the sum of these terms becomes 72? Okay, now 72 is not a big number, so there is no need to use arithmetic progression for this. Okay, na? No need to use arithmetic progression. You can just calculate it. So 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5. So this is 12.5, 2 terms, then another 14.5, another 2 terms, then 16.5, another 2 terms, then 18.5, another 2 terms. Let's see if I'm reaching to that value. So 12, 14, 26, 42, 60, 61, 62, 62. I have reached up to 62. Okay, so I've written 8 terms: 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8 and 8.5, 9 and 9.5, and I have reached to the sum of 62. So I'll write one more term, that is 10. 62 plus 10 will become 72. So how many terms have I written? I have written a total of 9 terms. Okay, so if I have written a total of 9 terms, it will take 9 hours for them to meet each other. 9 hours. So option A is not the correct answer. Option B is not the correct answer. Clear? Now in these 9 hours, the first person who was traveling at a uniform speed must have traveled 9 multiply 4, that is 36 kilometers. Okay, total distance was 72 kilometers. First person has traveled 36, so second person will also travel 36, right? So that means they are meeting exactly midway between A and B. So the correct answer, yes, it is option D, that is midway between A and B. All right, so this one was simple. It's just the way you are treating this one. Otherwise, there was nothing in this question. So that was number 7. Let's quickly move on to the next question, question number 8. Now, question number 8, profit loss discount. A very common question that you must have solved during your lectures, during your revision, during the sessions on YouTube. And if you have been regular in my sessions, I have taught a very easy way of answering these type of questions. Now you can answer this question probably in 15 seconds. Yes, 15 seconds using the method that I have taught. Okay, so let's see if anybody like who has attended the session, the previous sessions properly, is still there in this session, and will he or she be able to find out the answer of this question? Probably in I'll give you 1 minute for this. Though I'm confident if you know the method, you will be able to reach to the answer, if not in 15, then in 30 seconds, definitely. All right, Kushag, that was quick. So option C given by Joy, 40%. Option D given by Kushagra, 15%. So again, once again, lots of different answers. So right now I have among these four options, option A, option C, and option D among the answers given by students. All right. Now all of you, hold on. Stop whatever you are doing. Just stop, drop your pens, and listen to me for the next few minutes. All of you. Now here, there are three different factors that will affect the overall profit percentage. First, the cloth merchant while he's buying the cloth. Second is while he's selling the cloth. And then he's also offering a discount of 20% on cash payment. Okay, so these are the three factors. Now, factor number one, listen to this very carefully. Now, instead of a meter scale, while buying, he uses a 120 centimeter scale. So instead of 100 centimeters, he is getting 120 centimeters, right? Instead of 100 centimeters, he is getting 120 centimeters. So he is getting something extra. That will be his profit. What percentage extra he's getting? He's getting 20% extra. So that will give me a factor of 6 by 5. 20% profit. That means the selling price is 6 by 5 times the cost price. All right. So the factor of 6.5 will govern here. Clear? This is the first one. In the second one, he is using 80 centimeter scale instead of 100 centimeter. Okay. So he's actually giving 80 centimeters and he's taking money for 100 centimeters, right? So while selling, he's giving less. Again, this is adding up to his profit, right? Profit ho raha hai na? Okay. So instead of 80 centimeters, he's giving 100 centimeters. So when the cost price is of 80, he's getting the sales price of 100. So now here, what is the profit percentage? The profit percentage is 25%. Do you understand this? 80 centimeters, 80 rupees की चीज वो 100 rupees में दे रहा है. Okay, so cost is 80, sales is 100. So profit of 25%, which gives me a factor of 5 by 4. Right? Okay. And the last factor, factor number 3, a discount of 20%. So a discount of 20%, that means 4 by 5. 20% is 1 by 5. So 1 by 5 when subtracted from 1, it gives me a value of 4 by 5. A factor of 4 by 5. So the last factor will be 4 by 5. Okay. So this is the net selling price in terms of the cost price. Now 5 by 4 and 4 by 5 will get cancelled. So now the only factor that is left is 6 upon 5. Now 6 upon 5, that means a profit of 20%. And that's it. Okay, so the correct answer is option A, which is 20%. Am I clear? So just understand this method, work on this method, solve few more questions based on this method, and I'm sure that you will be able to save a lot of time in this type of questions and many more questions like this. So friends, that was question number 8. Let's move on and look at one more question from time, speed, distance. I hope you all are liking the questions that we are discussing. I hope you all are liking the methods that we are discussing. If you are clear with this method, then please go ahead and press the like button. I can see, guys, there are 43 students right now live and only 21 likes. So come on, one last time, please go ahead and press the like button. Do like this session so that for the next 10 days, for all of you, we will keep on bringing many more sessions like this. So if you are liking this session, why not press the like button before we solve the last question for the day. Joy, yes, if profit is given, then we will consider the profit. So we can assume that he's selling the price at the selling everything at the cost prices. Okay. Yes, you are absolutely correct. All right, Ayush, so quick. That's wonderful. And this one is also an exact question of cat. Some of you must have solved this question during the practice. All right. So got an answer from five of you, and all of you are going with the same option. That's wonderful. Let's quickly finish it off. I can see that both the trains started at the same time. The distance between the two stations is a total of 180. Now, the first train, which starts from A, it keeps moving at a speed of 70 km per hour and does not stop anywhere until it arrives the other station. But the second train, which starts from B at a speed of 50 km per hour, has to stop for 15 minutes at station C, which is 60 kilometers away from B. Okay. So let's make this train, the second train, reach C and finish its waiting time. Okay. So the second train, I'm talking about train Y. I'm talking about train Y. So train Y will take a time of 60 upon 50. That is 6 upon 5 hours to reach station C, the intermediate points, the intermediate point, 6 upon 5 hours, and will wait for another 1/4 of an hour. Okay, so the total time after which this second train, train Y, will leave station C will be how much? It will be 24 plus 5, that is 29 upon 20 hours. Okay, 29 upon 20 hours. Are we clear on this? So train Y will reach C and will wait for 15 minutes and then will leave. So the total time elapsed is 6 by 5 plus 1 by 4. That is 29 upon 20 hours. Okay. Now let's see, in these 29 upon 20 hours, the first train, has it completely covered this 120 kilometers or not? Okay, so the speed of the first train is 70, and when multiplied by 29 upon 20, so let's calculate this, 140 and 63. 203 upon 2, that is 101.5. No, it has not reached station C. So that means still there is some gap between the two trains after this much time. So how much is the gap? The gap is 18.5, and this gap is covered in the ratio of the speeds 70:50 or 7:5. So just divide this 18 in the ratio 7:5, and the distance covered by the first train will be 7 upon 12 multiplied by 18.5. I'll do the approximate calculations. 18.5 को मैं 18 assume कर लेता हूँ. So it will be 3 upon 2. 7 into 3, 21. 21 upon 2 is 10.5. A little bit more than 10.5. So the first train will travel a total distance of 101 plus 10.5. 101.5 plus 10.5. इन दोनों को add कर दो, and this comes out to be approximately 112 kilometers. Right? So, ignoring the length of the train, the distance to the nearest kilometer from station A to the point where the trains cross each other is 112 kilometers, and the correct answer is option A. Ayush obviously will not get an exact 112, but it will be more than 112. But look at the language of the question. Look at this, to the nearest kilometer. So they're asking the approximate answer. They're asking to the nearest kilometer. So it will be 112 point something, and we can easily mark 112 kilometers as the final answer. All right, fine. So people, that was the last question for the day. I hope all of you are liking all these sessions that we are conducting for all of you. Now make sure that you attend these sessions. Don't do anything funny. Don't do anything new in these last few days. Okay. And just keep revising some of the important things. Okay. All right. So friends, that's all from my side for this day. Thank you very much. Our next session will be 10 days to CAT 2024. It will be a special session in which you will get to understand what to do in these next 10 days, right? It might be the first time for most of you, but it is not the first time for us. Career Launcher is a veteran in this field. So our experts will tell you how to perform or what to do, what to study in these next 10 days. All right. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful time. All the very best for your examination. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Yes, Shubhra, we will have many more sessions to go. Okay, so don't worry. And a session on algebra will definitely come.